Well, hello and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 17275. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure you ring that bell for all my latest videos. That said, B Team is here. And if you notice anything, we have 1 minute left. So usually, so I did kind of touch on this in King's Room, because we have time. Total War is done. Expedition, 20 dragons. 25 for the hero seals. I actually went ahead and purchased heroes. And I went ahead and did astrology. I did most of this in the King's Ruin video that you'll see later if you choose to see it. And that's just because of the time constraints. I wanted to get King's Ruin done, obviously, before reset. So the best thing to do is do it first. Get everything done here, because I don't record most of this stuff now anymore anyways. And then if it rolls over while we're working on, like, Vincent's Runes, it's no big deal. So that was the plan, and I do believe we executed the plan successfully. And I did get a comment saying, oh, I've been waiting for you to work on the warriors. And again, it's not that I'm against having a warrior. I've stated many times, though, that the issue is that warriors are not good with farming. Marion and Christian are, like, amazing at farming. And farming's really the backbone, right? Like, you can't have a good team that can't farm. And, oh, we must have got some rune seals, because we do have some there. So, I mean, personally, I very much believe that warriors are overrated. Because of the way they work. Like, and, I mean, Marion is to a degree. The difference is Marion has a very good hitbox in terms of how her special attack works. And again, I will refer you, if you're wondering why I'm working on Marion, I will refer you to what Pharaoh looked at on the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, I will summarize it here. Somebody gave him an account with U1000, I think it was tier uncommon 5-star, U1000 relics, so they were both 1000. And they had, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, and I know it was crit damage relics. They had like 300 and something awakenings of crit damage, which is ridiculous. And they were 1000s for 5-star uncommon 1000 with crit damage, 300 awakenings of crit damage. Maybe I might be wrong on that, relics. And so what he did was, because there's only like 22 stage patterns or something like that, or 15 or something like that, he picked a range of stages, and we got to refine this guy now. And when he did this test, he just took he basically made one of the heroes got the artifacts each time. All the other heroes, I assume they were all max level, blah, 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 had max runes. I don't know, like, too much on the details, but I do know the result. Oh, that's very nice. And the result was that Marion did the best. Christian was the worst, but see, my original thing was, oh, I can just hand the runes down from Christian. Having actually worked with Christian and Marion in terms of farming, they both work really well together. Now, I do know there's a limit on how much I can farm. Oh, damn it. Hate it when I do that. I forgot I just blew a bunch of runes. It's fine. We'll get more. That's like the second time I've been I advanced this. 17 runes is not a big deal, but I was advancing the other thing, trying to get runes for this because I was not paying attention. It's fine. But the thing was, Marion was number one in terms of the least amount of time she took. Then came the warriors, and it was a pretty big tie between Vincent and everybody else. And then finally it was, I think Christian was in last place, but again, I don't remember how much last place is. I actually asked Pharaoh to pin it, and then like apparently everybody was like, "How did you get that account?" And he was like, "I don't know. Somebody just gave it to me." So I ran the numbers, and I'm assuming the consensus was it was compromised in some way. It was probably, I'm assuming somebody edited it. It was kind of odd to have all that stuff. But, the purpose, like, and I think part of the controversy was this is where we get into kind of a muddy area, and I'm going to state maybe a controversial opinion on here. Maybe not. Hopefully not controversial. Using something like that for the purposes of theory crafting, I feel like is okay. If somebody made a 20k Christian, etc., max runes, like all the runes are max, it's like a perfect hero, right? And you make all the heroes like that, and then you put artifacts on each one, and you do, 14 levels just to test, and kind of see like, okay, so 14 levels, these levels should be long enough. They were all, post 24,000 levels, so we can get some data on who the best hero is. I think doing that, because we don't have access to really make that kind of analysis any other way, I think that's okay. What I would say is not okay is then trying to pretend like those are your characters and pass them off as your account. That would be ridiculous. So for a trusted member of the community, which I feel like Pharaoh is, for him to use that to test and he didn't create it, somebody gave it to him. And I know, well, and I guess the counterpoint to that is, well, somebody could have said he gave it to him. I mean, like it or not, like, we still know his account. It's like, it would be like me if I showed up next episode, right? And all of a sudden, Marion was at 20k. And Sophia was at 20k. You would have some questions, right? You've kind of seen me build this account, like, brick by brick, So, but anyways, like, I feel like as a trusted member of the community, it was fine for him to do that. I think it brought important knowledge, and, like, I don't feel like that violated anything. But anyways, there was a backlash against it, because, again, people asked how he got it, and, like, I think they were rightfully, like, this was probably hacked, but at the same time, he wasn't trying to pass off that account as, like, oh, this is what I built. This is the account that I have. We have had people do that on the Discord, because basically there'll be I think there was an unlimited gem or something that somebody was playing or something. I assume it was unlimited gem. But, they couldn't, but they were always so careful about how they cropped their screenshots, because of course we would know, right? Like, you can't show your gems, and if you had, like, again, like, you've seen me build up my gems over time, I can't show it on the screen. But, they never took a picture of their gems, because if you would have seen it, it probably had, like, the infinity symbol, or was some just absurd amount of gems that you would have known, like, oh, okay, you're not a Saudi oil prince, you didn't buy all those gems, you're clearly using a modded version of the game. And, yeah. But like I said, for research, I think it's okay. To compare heroes, I feel like it was totally fine. I had no problem with it. Now, again, trying to pass it off as your account, that's where I would say, ooh, no, that's a problem. But, I mean, it's Pharaoh. He wouldn't do that. But anyways, that was a controversy. That's why I focused on Marion. That's why, and I mean, even though, when I went through debating on Christian or not, the whole thing was Christian is so good at farming, and Christian plus Marion, they're phenomenal at farming. They, like, complement each other. I mean, let's go look. Let's go look, right? Come here. We repeat this stage. Just watch. Christian gets the first salvo. Marion's going to come here eventually. There she goes. She cleans up. Christian gets the second salvo. Then Marion cleans up. And it's just such a beautiful to see that. Look at Marion. She just cleaned that whole line out. It's so beautiful to see them working. And there you go. Marion just ends it. And again, like, I just see that as... Now, we're not seeing that kind of performance in King's Run. I will say that. We're not seeing that performance in King's... I wish we were. But I think Marion still has some room to grow. So, I mean, but, and we're working on Vincent in the meantime. I have nothing against Warrior Heroes. We will work on Vincent. That's not a problem. I mean, look at him go. He's up to 22,000 crit damage already. And 1 point... I mean, his attack isn't really going up too much, but, I mean, he does have more attack now. I think it's up 30k. Anyways, back to... Ooh, she finally hit 15 million. Back to Marion. So, 15.23 million. 85, 155. I think I missed a crit damage. I think we got one, and I forgot to mention it because I was talking about other things. So she is basically one awakening away from having the same crit damage as Christian. Well, close enough. And she's at 15 million attack, so she's 6.5 million attack behind. So she is very much getting on to the point where she's almost nipping at Christian's heels. And it's only going to be a matter of time. It's only going to be a matter of time. Yeah, this ring, I mean, I wish this defense was in crit damage. I mean, the nice thing about it is if I ever need defense for Sophia for trying to do something, we can toss a ring to her. Now, the disadvantage of what I'm doing by working on 2 heroes, this has actually become really apparent in... somebody asked me if I could solo, like, 9-1 with, like, the 4 heroes plus this, and I tried it. You can imagine that I couldn't do it. You know, let's we're not going to take a look at it because it would take too long, but I'm kind of curious about something else. Maybe we'll do something else here real quick. I am mostly curious about this. I mean, we haven't done this in a while. Maybe we'll give this a shot. Because this is with Super... Like, you got to remember, I haven't done this with Super Christian. This is Super Christian, and this is only Poison Cave 7. I'm not going to make a habit of this, but this is just like a curiosity thing, like what happens in 7.4. Also, this is a downgrade. Oh my goodness. Just look at him go. I should have looked at the stage and, yeah, kaboom. That's right. Unfortunately, 2-star and 3-star, so... But, I mean, the thing is, I need to do this eventually. It was just like, I just figured, you know what, we'll do one right here. Oh, we can steal that from Marion. There you go, Marion. So, yeah, I mean, that's, oh, wait, there's one more thing. But yeah, you can kind of see how far Christian's gone, and, like, apparently, if I really want to push through that to get to 8 and 9, it's probably not going to take much. I should have looked at what the stage is, because that's actually a better indication of how tough it is. Oh, yeah, this Christian is basically melting up to 17s. What's that? So he should be able to just basically solo up to 8-6, if not higher. I mean, I do need to go through those at some day and kind of catch them up. It just hasn't been a priority. The Flame Fortress would have, you know what, we'll try one Flame Fortress. I need to look at Marion. We're stealing from tomorrow again. I mean, she has plenty of orbs. Stealing from tomorrow like criminals. Can you hear it? It's pretty quiet. But I can hear my rabbit tap, like how much it taps. Because again, there's too many like menus you have to click through, in my opinion. I didn't realize the Poison Cave was so far behind, so we're gonna pick you two, you, and you. Yeah, so now we're kind of seeing something Christian just can't, like, melt. I mean, he can kind of melt, but not the melting we saw of the last one. And now I gotta get rid of all this stuff and feed it to Marion's orbs. Well, that's not a big deal. So yeah, anyways, the point of me showing you this is the disadvantage of actually working on Marion. I could have made an even more Super Christian. because I could have kept working. Honestly, it would have been better for me to keep working on his artifact than doing what I did. But you know, hindsight's 20/20. What can I say? But like I said, but I do feel like having 2 overall is better. What'll be really interesting is when Marion's artifacts are definitively better than Christian's, which is actually getting closer than you think. Then for something like this, then it becomes like, you know, do I do the switcheroo that I talked about before? I think the answer is eventually. And again, there's no reason that Marion couldn't do this just as well, probably. She theoretically should do it better. It's an experiment we will have to conduct as when Marion gets closer to Christian's strength. She's actually only 6.5 million attack behind. And she's probably about, I'm going to say she's probably about 50-ish, or 30 to 50-ish artifact levels behind. I think 450 to 460 is about where they become comparable. It really takes a while to get there. It's not that much better. But you know, like we're seeing, like once she gets to parity, it's just all upside. You know? And also, Christian's orb is slightly better because it does have both attack percent and crit damage. How I lucked out and got that, I'll never know. So, I do think we're gonna sweep. I do think we're gonna finish this up though. So I can add. Wait a second. Oh, okay. I just realized what I did. I proved myself wrong with this. This is 9-1. I was thinking this was 8-1. This is 9-1. I'm just proving myself wrong in my own video where I talk about how I couldn't do 9-1. Or at least I might be proving myself wrong. I think it's because the other one had the horseman and this one doesn't. I didn't even realize my flame fortress is all the way to 9-1. And Christian's gonna we're basically gonna 9-man it, maybe. Christian does need to kind of, you know, mop some of this stuff up though. It'll be interesting what happens when we hit Berserk. You know, that's gonna be the question. And I think we'll be fine, because the thing was, what made, I think I tried the lightning ring? I don't remember. They had the horse guys in the first one, and they just wrecked my castle. By the time, once you hit Berserk, they just deleted my castle, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And as Christian wasn't getting stronger, and it was taking him so long, I don't understand why he's doing so well here. These must be much weaker. I guess everyone has a sweet spot. So I guess 9.1 is just a bad one to do for. I think it was the lightning ring that I was trying. Oh, there we go. Hopefully we can get some of that stuff off the castle. Yeah, this is going to be a longer than I expected episode, but I didn't expect it to. I didn't expect to do this. I was like, yeah, whatever. Somebody asked me about it in the comments. We'll give it a try. Give it the old college try, I guess. You know, my real dilemma too, well, not real, but my dilemma is, like, once Marion's artifact gets really strong, do I go back and work on Christian's? And okay, it looks like Sophia's got this easily. Honestly, if we could kill some of the guys over there on the dude, and hopefully get some of the warriors, like, I'm assuming some of the warriors have aggroed monsters over there that are not the boss. If we can kill the monsters that they're aggroed to, they might pick up the stuff off, you know, all around us. Well, yeah, I guess I could actually, like, you know, use Christian's ability to finish things off too. But right now he's doing what I want him to do, so there's no need. they're still gonna like stay over there and fight things. Fine, whatever. The greatest one I've ever seen was somebody that worked on Daniel. And so as Daniel, all he cared about was, I think it's the necklace, not the key, because the key doesn't do anything for Daniel. And his Daniel has like 50 million attack or something insane. And so the dilemma was with his Daniel is it's all RNG on who his Daniel targets. If his Daniel like picks the right thing, like he could pick the boss here and just mow the boss down. If he picked the wrong thing, you know, he could go through and kill like a bunch of little guys one at a time. Until he finally picked up the boss. Honestly, in this case, I think that it would be better if he actually did kill the little guys. Oh good, we might actually finish off some of this stuff. I don't know that my castle is in a threat, but I mean, well, this is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to. I really wish they, instead of Berserk, they would have just doubled the damage of both sides. So double the monster damage, double Sophia's heal, double the damage that you do. Like, that's so much, to me, such a better... Oh, okay, now we're on the boss. So. Alright. Christian better finish him out. This is taking forever. Had I known this was a stage 9, I wouldn't have done it. But then again, I wouldn't have known I could do it, because I didn't think I could do this. I think this is kind of funny because it looks like the boss has been aggroed to somebody that's fighting something else. Oh good, Thor came up to kind of take care of things, taking care of business. That's good, Thor. Pull him off the castle. But I think his Christian's thing is just a little off. The boss is just a little too far away. I think the boss is on Vincent. And Vincent is fighting the archers. There we go. Now they're nice and on top of each other almost. And the Viking chick is actually on the boss. Okay, now we're about to finish this off. Yeah, so I guess I could do possibly one of the 9 stages. I didn't even think of that. I need to figure out which stage is which. But again, this is obviously like a huge amount of time to do this every day. This has been about 10 minutes. I was only letting this go because I haven't cleared it too. Hey, our first time doing 9-1, so I guess Christian, like, was worth it. Alright, so we're gonna go to Marion again. She needs to work on her orb. Yo, honestly, while we're here, kind of mad. I kind of want to promote our orb now. I'm stealing from tomorrow. We've done a video on this. How dangerous it is to steal from tomorrow. The kind of interesting thing is, at this point, oops. Oh wait, that's actually enough. Oh, it's not enough. It will be enough in a second here. No. Well, I don't know that I'll do that again. We'll just go back to normal. I don't think I want to commit to doing that. There, now we can't. So there we go. We did a total war. We stole from tomorrow. All the things we weren't supposed to do. And yeah, I think I need to focus on orbs now. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. Excuse me. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. And yes, I realize we have gold. We'll just work on the castle tomorrow. It'll be a double castle day tomorrow. So, goodbye.